After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wells.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll look to throw again.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Wells. He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. To throw on second down. Wells toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wells. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
181 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Again, it's Ballage. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. They go play action. Bridgewater. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Bridgewater here to throw. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Wells, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come